It's day 233 of being a girl, and this video is for Caitlyn Jenner. If you're not Caitlyn, keep on scrolling. But if you do stay, I don't know, grab a beverage. Hi, Caitlyn. I'm Dylan, and we are two of the most privileged trans women in America at the moment. And with that comes a lot of responsibility. And although we have very different views on most things, a few days ago, I probably would have still been willing to sit down with you and try to connect with you in some way, because I automatically have a lot of respect for you as a fellow trans woman. But then you decided to ridicule me very publicly. And honestly, this tweet didn't faze me all that much. But then this one made me go, not you calling me a he. That is just, terrible. But then you didn't stop there. You said there is a difference between acceptance and tolerance, and normalizing exposing your genitals in a public way and a public place. I do not support that at all in the slightest. Dylan, ... Congrats, you're trans with a penis. Girl, you're making me sound like I'm some creepy flasher exposing myself. I was wearing perfectly normal shorts at a mall, and I've never been great with sarcasm, but I do think that last line was probably not an actual congrats. And in this moment, I am not as comfortable talking about my private parts as I was when I made that video, and it felt like I got outed. And I didn't fully know how to tuck that early on, and I was still wearing men's Calvin Klein underwear. But after that video, two amazing trans women gifted me tucking panties and taught me how, because they could tell I was struggling. And I'm just curious if you can think back to your early days of transitioning and remember being embarrassed about your body or having strangers give you dirty looks. That's why I made that video, because I was embarrassed and I wanted to reclaim my body in a positive way. And now you've taken that and you've turned it into something really ugly. And I didn't start Days of Girlhood because being a woman sounded fun. I started this series because of the unspoken shame of being newly trans. I still have so much to learn. And we come from very different generations, and you're so much farther along in your journey than I am. But I have cheered you on from the second you came out, truly. And I'm so happy that you've had the surgeries that you've desired. But I'm 25 years old, and I am on day 233. I can't even get bottom surgery right now if I wanted to. I haven't been on hormones long enough. And this whole situation makes me not want to share my surgical plans, because there are so many trans women who don't have access to it, or they don't want it, and it doesn't make them any less of a woman. You know, funny enough, one of the only things that we do have in common is that I'm going to one of your surgeons. You know, I'm not as far along as you. Please be patient. And, you know, now that I think about it, I don't even think I have interest in getting to know you, because the way you use your platform to publicly degrade me, it told me everything I needed to know about you. And a trans person invalidating another trans person's transness is pretty evil in my eyes. Like, the call is coming from inside the house. It's coming off very selfish. You know, is no one else allowed to be trans? I, for one, am excited to welcome anyone into our community, because I know how isolating it can be. In this whole situation, it feels like the movie Mean Girls. I mean, Halloween is right around the corner, so there's a costume idea for us, I guess. I don't know, I digress. But you've been accepted by a group of people that clearly does not accept me. And nearly every day this week, I have been called a freak, a child predator, an absurdity. I am none of those things that your cohorts are painting me to be. And my question for you is, don't you feel a little lonely over there? These people that you're standing with, I don't know if they have your best intentions at heart, but they will use you to make me and the trans community life like a lot harder than it already is. And I would never tell any of my followers to go shame you for any of this or to misgender you. And if you're a follower watching, please don't go after Caitlyn, because I already know how difficult it is to be publicly trans. Yet you have personally subjected me to thousands and thousands of hateful eyes, a number of which could very well want to hurt me. And that's how much power you have. You are Woman of the Year. This is not Woman of the Year behavior. And some of the greatest people in my life are trans. Shouldn't we be doing everything in our power to make their lives easier? I haven't done nearly enough, but at least I'm trying. And I'm not going anywhere. This isn't some trend for me. I'm going to keep trying to be happy and to build a beautiful life filled with other trans people. And I hope that you too will start taking care of our community. You know, we have a lot of potential for positive change, the two of us, or we can make it a hell of a lot worse for all of them. So which is it going to be? You know, also, I do know it was just your birthday this weekend. Happy birthday. I think everyone should have a pleasant birthday, even you. You're a Scorpio, I'm a Capricorn. I guess we're just not compatible. Also, if we could just leave your daughters out of this, I would be very grateful because I do enjoy them and I would like to meet them one day. And lastly, also, no need to respond to this video. I am moving on, onward and upward, and I hope you do too. Okay, bye.